Wayside Christian Mission is a public charity.
It's like we're one big family here.
The hotel will help us get, better education and jobs.
And when you come into the Louisville Hotel, if what you're wanting is changed, it's here. All you have to do is come get it. We're just not running a hotel. We're running a transitional living facility.
Hotel Louisville is a unique operation. There are several shelters across the country who have purchased dilapidated hotels and turned them into shelters. So we use half of it as transitional housing for women and families. The other half we use as a full-service hotel.
There's still a lot of people that need to come in and see what we do because the conception of homelessness is so totally wrong.
We had quite a struggle because at the time the city would not let us move in as a shelter. We finally figured out that if we reopened it as a hotel and charged our women and families a penny a night, then the city couldn't have any say over it because it was a hotel.
I don't think people on the outside really understand. They'd say, we didn't know this was a shelter. We didn't know this is where you had homeless people. But once I talked to them, and they realized that they were standing right next to what they called a homeless person, a lot of them didn't know what to say because I'm not what they thought was homeless.
Because you sent your son.
Hi, I'm Angela Nelson. I'm originally from St. Louis. I lived in Kentucky for 10 years.
My name is Christina Fox, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
I was sharing a house with some people, and the people turned out to be not so nice. And they ended up taking everything I had. I spent 3 days sleeping in a park with me and my children, and I ended up here.
My father of my child, we had complications, and my mother, and it just led to being homeless.
What brought me here was depression and attempted suicide. I'd been in an abusive marriage, turned to some drugs and alcohol, made a lot of bad choices. I called Wayside, and before I could get my story out, they said, come on.
All of the families that are at the hotel started out in our emergency shelter, which is at a separate location in downtown Louisville.
My first impressions was it was the end of the world. I couldn't do nothing but cry. I cried for like a week straight until one of the counselors came and said, just no more.
Oh wow, my first impressions, I was scared to death when I came in. But now I feel relaxed. I feel like I do have someone that does care for me, cares what happens to me and my child.
We have several different programs so that we can meet each client where they are.
They give us opportunities to make money. We can work for the warehouse, or we can work for the hotel. And I actually have a job working at the hotel.
They can be housekeepers. They can work on the front desk, checking people in.
We take pride in the fact when you come here, we clean this hotel. We serve you at these banquets. We serve you in our cafe. You're going to get the tools here that's going to make those changes so that you don't go back down that slippery slope.
Once they're stabilized, then they can also start helping them find a job or work or helping them enroll in school, whatever it is that they need to do to get their family back in the community as a self-sufficient unit.
The hotel's provided me education. I've taken college classes. I have now developed into general manager of this hotel.
Well, I went to go to college, so I hope to get a college degree. And I just want to have my own house and, and be able to help somebody else that was in my shoes.
Through the generosity of the community, we have a lot of holiday programs for our folks. And one thing that we do is we try to bring some normalcy, especially for the children in the family. Yes, they're in a homeless shelter, but they're going to have some wonderful memories.
Oh, well, we do a whole lot of activities. The whole month they keep us busy, pictures and dinners, and they give us presents for our children.
We have a breakfast with Santa Claus. There's a volunteer group that's coming in this afternoon to do family portraits.
we're not inviting you into just a hotel. We're inviting you into our home. And we take a great deal of pride in that.
There's a lot of people that is similar. A lot of people that have children, don't have families, or been abused from their husband or boyfriend. You know, we just don't want to be the ones that are forgotten.
I'll never be finished with Hotel Louisville because I'm going to come back and visit all my friends. Because when I was here, it was like I had no family here in Louisville, but I grew with this family right here.